Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you watch my video that's really similar to what we're going to talk about today. It's what hiring managers say you need for your covering letter. But today we're going to be talking about what hiring managers say you need for your CV. So I have spoken to the exact people that will be looking at your publishing applications, your CV, your cover letter. This is what they said you need to do. So first of all, we have a senior commissioning editor. He was saying to us that you need to be really specific. Show us how your experience matches the essential criteria and job description. Give examples. He also says never send a headshot. They're getting quite common. It should never form part of your application, and goes on to say badly formatted CVs or overuse of colour should be avoided, so keep it clean and simple. The next person is a production manager, and they say that they see what a CV is as a supplement to the cover letter to get an overview of your experience. It should be clear and easy to follow, and there should be no spelling mistakes. Next, we have head of a department, and they're saying that your CV needs to obviously refer to the correct job title and the function, but don't be afraid to include some details about your hobbies and interests at the end of your CV. It gives a flavour of your personality. The next person is an editorial director, and they're saying that they tend to look for people who are self-starters. For example, if they've set up if they've organised an event by themselves, if they've run a student society, a school magazine, or even set up or maintain a blog, which I'm sure loads of you watching now have done. This person says practical achievements matter more, at least to me, than academic credentials. It's also a good way to distinguish yourself from the crowd. They get lots of candidates who have first-class degrees from a decent university, but it's better to say what other things you've done as a self-starter. The CV needs to lay out your experience and your relevant history, and it should be about 2 pages long. This person advised putting your best qualities at the top. And finally, they end by saying make sure that you proofread. We move on to now someone who's a design manager. This is particularly useful to those that are applying for any entry-level art worker roles, designer roles, etc. They're saying that they like to see a well-designed and presented CV. This is obviously particularly important for those design positions. They're saying that you should avoid using a CV template, and it's actually much better to design your own, but it should be clearly laid out and not a page of infographics. Avoid using cliches like you're a great team player. Keep it concise, short and punchy, and display a good level of education. The next hiring manager is another head of department, and this person works in rights. They always look for work experience, but it doesn't always have to be in publishing because they know how hard it obviously is to get their foot in the door. They do think that a job in a bookshop, however, can be hugely beneficial to mention. They're also looking to see a little bit of the candidate's personality and interests. The next person is a head of department, and they're saying that you just need to get the basics right, you know, the company name, the job title name. The CV should look presentable, easily readable and constructed, make the text formatted correctly and style consistent. This person in particular likes a personal statement at the top of the CV saying who you are and what you're looking for. You should always tailor your cover letter and CV to the specific role you're applying for. Don't apply for a role in editorial with a personal statement saying you want to work in marketing. And then they end, of course, by saying proofing as well. Finally, the last hiring manager that's given advice today on what you should do to secure an interview with your CV is saying that your CV shouldn't have any significant gaps in the timeline, which is really important. You should clarify if you've had perhaps a gap year. They gave a true story of they've not offered a job to somebody who was the sole applicant for a vacancy, but then refused to say why there was a lengthy gap in the dates in their CV. Did you kind of expect some of those things? Some of them a bit harsh and some of them quite unexpected. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know if this is of course going to be useful. If you haven't already, make sure you watch my video on what you need to be doing for your cover letter to secure an interview in publishing. I hope you found this useful, and see you next time. Bye.